Hey y'all, I got really excited this year about the Sephora VIB sale that I wanted to do a haul. I'm not really a huge fan of hauls, but I'm super excited about these products, so I figured why not share. And then I lost self-control in Target like I always do, so I wanted to throw those few products in as well just because it's not enough to do a separate haul. So I'm just going to start with the Target products because there's not very many of them. The first is the Sonia Kashuk Chic Luminosity Bronzer in Godess. It looks like this, kind of like a snake skin kind of texture. And under the bottom, it has one of these little brushes. And this one actually feels really good. Usually I hate these brushes, but this one feels pretty good. I'll probably keep this one and actually use it. But it just sits there in the bottom, and then it of course has the mirror in the bottom as well. A friend of mine, y'all make sure that y'all follow Kimberly Sherrill here on YouTube. A friend of mine, she was talking about this on her Snapchat, and I wanted to give it a try. So that's what it looks like, just one swatch. It's super creamy, super soft, and it just has a really nice texture. That's it right there. It's not as shimmery as I thought it would be, and I'm scared that it may be even a little bit too orange for me. Maybe I'll use it as like a golden highlighter instead of a bronzer. So that is what it looks like on the front. I got a new, let's see, NYX High Definition Blush. This is in Pink the Town. And I don't know if this is the same formulation as the old ones, because my NYX blushes look like this, but now they look like this in a more sleek packaging, which I love. But I'm assuming that it's the same formulation. But my old one doesn't say anything about high definition, so maybe it's different, I don't know. It's just a very nice pinky peach, which is my favorite color blush just because I feel like it looks great with my skin tone. That is what it looks like on my finger. And then swatch there on the back of my hand. It does seem to be kind of ashy, but maybe it'll look different against my foundation since there's a little bit more moisture there. But again, that was Pink the Town. And I think that is all that I had. Oh, actually, I wanted to mention the MAC, what collection is this? Is it bad that I can't even remember the collection? The highlighters that everyone was going crazy over. I managed to get my hands on both of them, both Oh Darling and Shaft of Gold. Everyone was going crazy over Oh Darling, and this is it right here. It's just a very light, yes, very light highlight. And I mean, it looks great on the skin, but it's not my favorite, to say the least. To me, it just looks a little bit too ashy against my skin tone. I mean, it looks great on, but it's definitely not my favorite out of the two. My favorite is actually Shaft of Gold. It has a little bit more of a reddish, pinkish tone to it, and it's what I'm wearing as my highlight today. Ooh, yes, get into that highlight, girl. Moment of silence, just take it in. Take it in. It's beautiful. Beautiful. This is what it looks like on my finger. Now on the finger, just there, it doesn't really look, right here in the middle, it doesn't really look super spectacular. And honestly, it doesn't even look super spectacular on my wrist there. Where is it? Right there. But as you can see, I think it looks phenomenal. This is definitely my favorite out of the two. And I was giving Oh Darling so much love that I kind of abandoned this one. I've had this one, I got it maybe a week after it came out, and it's just been sitting in my collection up until maybe like a week ago. Week ago. No. But I wasn't even using it. It was just sitting there. So yeah, I've been loving that. Now, getting into the stars of the show, the true stars, my Sephora products. The first is the Cover FX Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation. It looks like this. I like to always put my stuff back in the boxes when I'm doing a haul just so you can see the packaging. But this is the foundation that I have on my face. It is in the shade G80. Now, I ordered the majority of this stuff online, and I ordered the color based off of my color IQ number. This is way too light. I had to bronze the crap out of my face to get it to match. I really feel like with the wide variety of color shades that they have, there has to be one that matches me better than this one. So I'm gonna take it back and get my actual shade. I love how it comes in this little squeezy tube. I've been wanting to try another Cover FX product. I had the custom cover drops and I wasn't a huge fan of those, but Ashley D Beauty, hey girl, if you're watching, make sure y'all follow her as well. She said that she loved this. I can't remember one of her last couple of videos, and then I asked her, was she still loving it? And she said, yeah. So I wanted to go ahead and give it a shot. It's pretty full coverage. It didn't really take a lot. I would say when I first put it on, it didn't necessarily look cakey. It just looked extremely dewy, but I didn't even have to set my face with a powder. This is just, you know, the foundation, blush, set my under eye concealer, bronzer, contour, but usually I'll use an all over translucent powder, and I didn't do that with this foundation. So I will definitely be returning and repurchasing in my correct shade. Next is the Tartiest Clay Paint Liner. It looks like this. I don't know why I never heard of this before, but apparently this product is fairly old. It does say that it is waterproof, exclusive cream liner formula, foolproof blending stage, waterproof and ophthalmologist tested. It comes in a little tube, and it was much smaller than I thought it would be. Look how small this thing is. It's super small. I thought it was gonna be like a full-size tube, but this, I really feel like this will go a long way. It is 6 grams, 0.21 ounces, and it does come with this little handy brush. It is super precise. Do you see how small that is? I love this brush, and it is what I used. Let me zoom in. It is what I used on my eyeliner today. My humongous lashes are kind of in the way, so you can't really see, but it is what I used on my lashes today. It's not as black as I would have hoped for, but you can kind of build it up to be super black. I do like the blending stage. So, you know, you don't have to worry about mess or it drying out. Come on, camera. There we go. But yeah, it's a different concept, which I love. And to me, it's super handy. I feel like I would probably use this, especially when I'm working on clients' makeup. So yeah, I'm feeling this. I like that a lot. Next is the Tarte blush. Captivating. It is what I'm wearing today. Again, it's just a nice pinky peach. But that's what it looks like. I won't swatch it because, again, it is what I'm wearing today, and I think swatching it on my finger would not do it any justice. It is a Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. So yeah, this is my first Tarte blush, and I feel like I'm really gonna be a fan of those. Next is the 55 Pro Airbrush brush by Sephora. It looks like this. This is actually my second one. I bought the first one, was it October? In October. When I tell you I have not used another brush for foundation since I bought that brush, it is amazing. It gives the best coverage. It's super flawless. It's really, it allows you to blend very easily. I don't know, I just love the way that it makes my makeup look, and it has completely changed the look of my makeup. I have more coverage without using more foundation. And if you don't believe me, here's brush number 1. And I have found that when I'm truly in love with a brush, I tend to buy multiples of that brush. So yeah, I've been loving that brush, so I had to go ahead and get another one. And oh, I'm forgetting one of the stars of the show. There goes the brush. This is the Anastasia, however you pronounce it, Beverly Hills Selfmade palette. It's absolutely gorgeous. I used it on my look for today. The only 2 shades that I added were, what shade is that? It's my favorite one from Makeup Geek. Bitten. I used Bitten right up in here, and then I used MAC's Goldenrod to kind of create that sunset effect. It's like a mustard yellow shade, and Bitten is like a red brick burgundy shade. But everything else came from this palette. I used Hot Chocolate in the corner. Sherbet was my transition. You don't know what I'm talking about. I used Hot Chocolate in the corner. Sherbet was my transition color, and Pink Champagne on my lid, and Treasure on my highlight right under the brow. And I put Hot Chocolate at the lash line as well, and then Pink Champagne in the inner corner. So I guess I can go ahead and show you the 4 that I used, and they're super milky. I was disappointed with Sherbet a little bit. It was a little bit, even though it's creamy, it had a little bit more fallout than I would have liked. But they feel like butter. They're pretty much amazing. I'm super satisfied with it. I really am glad that I got it. So Pink Champagne in order: Pink Champagne, Sherbet, Treasure, and Hot Chocolate. Look how pigmented and dark that Hot Chocolate is. It really is a wonderful palette. It comes with a brush with kind of like the fluffy end, and I guess you can use this probably in the crease, or I guess you could use this to pack on color. I wouldn't suggest it, but you know, whatever floats your boat sails mine. So yeah, they are super, I want to wipe this off before I get it everywhere. Super pigmented. Again, I'm super satisfied with it. I'm so glad that I got it, and it does come with a pretty good size mirror on the inside as well. So again, that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Selfmade palette. I used to say that I wouldn't spend ridiculous amounts of money on eyeshadow palettes just because I have so many, and so many that I don't use on a regular basis, but I had to have this one. I don't know what it was about it, but I had to have it. This is the 15 Artist Shadow palette by Makeup Forever. This was 16 smackaroos, y'all. But I'm super glad that I got it. Y'all. Like, you can't tell me those shades aren't everything that life has to offer. Come on, like, look at them. Yes, and it comes with a full-size mirror. Hello. Hello, get your life. See, I'm kind of disappointed in the black. Well, you know, once you rub it in, it gets pretty black. That is, they don't have numbers. That's lame. Or they don't have numbers. They don't have names. They're not as, see, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm scared that these won't blend as easily as the Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows because they're a little bit harder. They're not as soft and creamy. Let me see one more. That's similar to black. Let me swatch this one. That blue feels really good. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try it out. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. But these are, they're super pigmented. I'm just hoping that the blendability is as great as the pigmentation. And the last thing that I got, it wasn't a purchase. It was one of the things that you can buy with your points. So I used 500 points. I've been saving them up to get something really good. For 500 points, I got this little Urban Decay mini palette. I guess it would be more of a quad. It does come with a mirror on the inside. And then it's got 4 eyeshadows here. And then it comes with one of their, what is this, 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. It came in the shade Smoke Out. If I can get it out of here, I'll show it to you guys. I think it's just a nice brown. Let's see. Ooh, it really does glide on too. Yeah, it looks like just a deep chocolate brown. And yeah. The only thing that I don't like about this palette, even though it's not a palette, it's a quad. I don't know why I keep calling it a palette. It doesn't have any matte shades in here. All of these are shimmery, but it'll be nice to have, you know, like a fun weekend on the go or something. So yeah, that is everything that I got from Sephora for the VIB sale. If you have any of these products and you use them, you know, different than the norm, let me know. I'm always willing to try out something new. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.